After identifying the man in a disturbing video that we've shown you, arrested for saying that he wanted to rape and kill a woman on a Ring doorbell camera here in Las Vegas. Right now you're looking at 40-year-old Christopher Sums. Sums was set to have a hearing today, but court officials say he refused to be transported, so that hearing was rescheduled. Now, the incident allegedly involving Sums happened last week at a home near downtown Las Vegas. A man was recorded by a Ring doorbell camera knocking and peering inside of a home. Someone then asks him who he is, and he says he's looking for the girl in that home because he is going to rape and kill her. I'm sure you've seen that disturbing video by now. Sums is now facing several charges.
That guy sounds like you, Jackie.
Oh, shut up!
Here we go.
All right, who cares? All right, anyway, Robin, what's in the news? Everyone's anxious. It's a Friday. They want to hear what you have to say.
You always know what the people want to know.
Right.
It's Power 2. Power 2. It's fun.
All right, Robin, what's in the news?
I think that's my favorite rendition of the news theme.
Yes.
Because I always think of Crackhead Bob's performance. He was pointing to me but singing your name.
Yes, it's an odd performance.
I am sorry.
You should be.
Up in Connecticut, there's a guy who's a little bit sorry about a stomachache.
What happened?
He's an alleged drug smuggler from Connecticut. He's behind bars this morning.
What, did you swallow a bunch of balloons?
49-year-old Ernest Hinton was arrested after he checked himself into a VA hospital, complaining he didn't feel well. Doctors discovered he had swallowed more than 200 grape-sized packets of hashish.
What did he wrap them in, balloons?
I don't know, but he wasn't able to pass them.
I like how a guy goes, instead of like being honest and going, hey man, I swallowed a bunch of hashish and some packets. He's like, I don't feel well.
I have a stomach ache.
Yeah, like, you know, like, dude.
Tell him what you did.
The doctor's going to figure it out.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect the evidence over a period of 4 days.
That's some strong, I was going to use the S word, but... Hey, Crackhead Bob, don't you be laughing. Look what you did to yourself.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hinton is now being held on $200,000 bond.
Right. It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Huh?
Passing those little packets of hash.
And the scope, man.
Yeah.
I had to go to the scope.
Yeah, we see a little packet of hash right here coming out of the colon.
Somebody hand me a forceps.
The human anus wasn't...
I think I can deliver it.
Yeah. The human anus wasn't meant to develop, or to pass, rather, these little packets.
But a lot of people actually manage to do this.
Wouldn't you, like, swallow, like, maybe 3 packets and see if you could pass those and then do the 200 thing?
The guy just wanted you to have one big score.
Yeah.
Do a test run.
And how do you tell what's hash and what's duty? Duty, man. You end up smoking your own duty.
Duty.
That's some strong stuff.
Well, you know, your own. Think of all you guys smoking it. You don't know what you're smoking.
That's why I don't smoke anymore.
That's it, baby.
Drug-free.
Don't do drugs.
Or drugs.
Okay.
You're the last person to say that.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do dogs. Not nice now.
Don't do dogs. Don't do dogs. There are people out there now climbing up their dogs.
You know.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Marv Albert held a press conference yesterday.
It made a lot more sense to Crackhead Bob.
To declare his innocence. It was actually gobbledygook. Marv called a press conference to say exactly nothing.
Right. We had the whole press conference. It was 1.5 minutes long, and he said nothing.
And he didn't answer any questions.
Right.
He showed up with his entire family and the girlfriend.
We asked him point blank, do you sleep with that hairpiece on? And he would not even answer that.
I don't even think he looked at the guy yelling the question.
Yeah. Talk about a cover-up.
Meanwhile, we find out more and more about the woman who has accused Marv of biting her 15 times and then forcing her to perform oral sex.
Right.
It seems that she has lots of experience with the police. They say that she has tried to overdose with 25 Xanax pills.
Who hasn't?
After telling police officers that she was depressed over continuing marital problems, she told cops in August of 1984 that a woman who believed that who she believed was the wife of a guy who had tried to pick her up had thrown a rock through the windshield of her car. In January of 1984, she told cops the son of a male friend called her home and threatened her with racial slurs. An anonymous person called police in December of 1985 to report that the woman and her boyfriend were having a loud argument in her apartment.
Wow.
They also say that she has reported being the victim of purse snatchers at least 3 times.
Oh, boy.
And she, as we learned yesterday, has charges filed against her by an ex-boyfriend who claims that she threatened his life, that of his dog, and any other new girlfriend he might come up with.
Yeah, I'd say Marv's off the hook.
It just seems bizarre. Meanwhile, yesterday, reporters outside her home report that she came out regularly to do daily chores, including walking her pet turtle for 15 minutes.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm going to do. If I ever, cheat on my wife, I'm going to find a mental girl. Someone who, walks a turtle. And because no one will believe her. No, that's what I'm going to do.
She said to reporters, "I'm not going to be incarcerated in my home. Now I'm having fun."
Fine.
Another time, she boldly asked a photographer, am I going to get a modeling job out of this? Do I have pretty teeth? And still at another point, she lounged in a beach chair in front of her house reading the New York Post and offered her opinion on the Kathy Lee Frank Gifford situation.
Yeah, what's her opinion?
She said that Kathy Lee's husband was set up and he's such a fool, he went for it.
He's a fool. A nice little piece of ass in a hotel. He didn't know there was a camera. He's supposed to know. How dare she?
Meanwhile, her ex-husband is siding with Marv Albert, or her ex-boyfriend, the guy who accuses her of threatening his life. He says Marv Albert seems like a good guy to him and he wishes him well.
Yes.
A story that at the beginning of the week appeared to show that Marv Albert was some kind of a crummy guy.
Right.
Is beginning to look more and more like it's poor Marv who's the victim here.
Right. Is that you, Marty?
Yeah.
You do a Marv Albert impression?
No.
Marty Albert.
That's a midget doing an impression of a guy.
Sounds just like him.
Kelly Flynn escaped the court-martial that she was facing as a result of adultery charges that could have landed her in jail for 10 years. Instead, yesterday she accepted a general discharge from the Air Force. She's the first female B-52 bomber pilot.
Oh, she got a discharge.
Yes, a general, not an honorable, which she had requested. She finally took the deal for a general.
Right.
It means that she will not be able to fly for the military anymore. The head of the Air Force, the people who run the Air Force, decided that because she had been so untruthful when dealing with them that they had to punish her in some way.
Want to hear a 6-year-old who wants to stump Jackie the Joke Man?
Okay.
Was that you, kid?
You guys ruined it. He had to go to school.
Oh.
I'll tell you the joke he was going to say.
Nah. It's not the same when an adult does it.
Let Marty do it.
Should I have him call back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, I guess tomorrow you're not going to be there. When are you going to be there again?
Well, we'll show up tomorrow just for that. We'll see you Tuesday.
What?
Go ahead, Robin.
Meanwhile, they say Flynn is considering her career options now that she has taken this general discharge. She plans to apply for a waiver that will let her fly for the National Guard, maybe in the next year. Under the terms of her discharge, she is not allowed to fly in the reserve, so maybe she'll ask for a waiver at some point in time. Sequel to Jurassic Park is expected to be a monster hit in more ways than one. The Lost World officially premieres today, but theaters around the nation were allowed early showings last night, including here in New York. They weren't allowed to roll the film until 10 p.m., so it wouldn't be over until about midnight, thus qualifying for the important holiday box office count for the weekend. Movie houses in Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago were jammed, but ticket takers in smaller towns report less than sellout crowds.
So I saw one review in the New York Post, and it was like 3 stars. that's a pretty damn good review.
Yes.
They said it's a pretty good movie. It's not as good as the first. I didn't think Jurassic Park was all that good, between you and me. I thought the story was rather weak.
Very weak.
I thought the puppets were pretty cool. Because that's all that is.
They say the puppets are even better in the...
Yeah, but they say there's even a weaker story. So it's better puppets.
Weaker story?
Weaker story.
Well, here is Jeff Goldblum, who returns in the sequel.
I'm convinced Jeff Goldblum's a puppet. He's not in any real movies.
Very happy.
Yeah, I mean, he's never in any real movies. He's always in puppet movies.
The Fly,
yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But I've heard that some of the movies that he's done have made more money than any movie that Stallone or...
he's one of the biggest... Yeah, he does all these big movies.
Yeah, but they're not ever because of him.
Right.
No, but I mean, he's involved in...
Hey,
he's in Independence Day. It's going to make money.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel overwhelmed with gratitude and luck about being in these movies, I think, and it's great that people get as big and wide a kick out of them as they do.
Yeah,
I've been lucky all along to do a variety of movies, and I hope dearly that continues.
He's a weird guy, but I kind of dig him.
I find him so cute.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think he's cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know why, because he's not really attractive.
Yeah.
But there's a quality there.
I've heard people say that about me.
Do we have another scene over there from Jurassic Park? Did I pull that or not?
Let's see. You got...
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, you got something marked Gayla Zigo.
No, that's the wife of the man that Kelly Flynn cheated.
Yeah. Who's Kelly Flynn?
Kelly Flynn is the first lieutenant who got bumped out of the Air Force for having an affair with a married man.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Right?
That's right.
Right.
That's why I didn't call for it.
I hear you. No, we don't have any Jurassic Park. Someone asked me before, did I see this Fifth Element movie yet? I really haven't. They wanted to set up a screening because I was saying that the promotional material looked pretty cool. But, Robin, you said you didn't like the movie, right?
I wasn't. It was, again, it had great special effects.
Yeah, Ratso Sloman told me he really liked it.
Well, maybe guys like that stuff, where, there's no story and people are just running around shooting each other and food is flying off a table.
You guys are pretty stupid, so we like that stuff.
Didn't do anything for me.
We enjoy that. We enjoy movies that are, empty. As long as there's a lot of pretty effects on the screen, we're okay.
And Mila Jovovich is running around with no clothes on.
Oh, yeah.
There's a review.
Going down.
A Long Island woman who tried to convince a jury that she was justified in killing her ex-boyfriend because he had raped her has been found guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
The 23-year-old woman claimed she shot Maggio Santana in self-defense. However, the prosecution claimed that she was angry that Santana had bragged to his friends that he had had sex with her, and she decided to shoot him.
Right.
So that rape defense did not help her very much. She's going to have to go to jail.
Yeah, girls. You just can't...
25 years to life in prison when she's sentenced on July 14th.
You just can't go around killing those guys and then claiming rape.
They were calling it rape trauma syndrome.
I see. I've had that.
Yeah?
Yeah, my proctologist gave me one of those colonectomies, and I went through rape trauma syndrome. I've never had that big pipe in my butt.
Oh, you have something to look forward to then.
Won't do it. Rather have cancer. Take my chances.
You'd rather take the big C than the big tube.
I think I could fight that better than a pipe. Last man who tried to put a pipe up there got his ass whipped. Kicked his butt.
New York Yankees pitcher Dwight Gooden admits he scuffled with a Texas cab driver last week in a dispute over an unpaid fare after a ride from a topless bar to the team hotel.
He's always in trouble.
Can't help himself.
No.
The cab driver told police he was beaten after following Gooden into the Marriott Hotel near the ballpark in Arlington and riding up to the 4th floor with the pitcher. Police say they're investigating the guy's complaints. No charges have been filed. Gooden was suspended for the second half of the 1994 season and all of 1995 for testing positive for cocaine. He's currently on the injury rehabilitation list with the Yankees. So, he does continue to travel with the major league team, but he's sort of on the rehabilitation list with the farm team or something.
Only thing he hasn't done is stalk Marty the Midget.
Can't stay out of trouble. Every time they try to rehabilitate that image of his, he does something to knock it right down.
Right.
Maybe he should hang out with me and get a better image.
Right.
I love you guys. Always coming from the topless bar when you get into trouble.
Yeah. Topless bar leads to trouble. I gotta go over to the topless
Not
bar
like
today.
You're never coming from church.
I gotta get over to Scores. I'm due a party.
I think you should do my bachelor party if you don't do John's.
Well, you already have. Well, John does too. I was
You're partying
you
up.
already have a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bachelors with children.
Stop acting like a full-size man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Act your height.
Act your height.
Full size, don't worry about it.
Act your height.
Yeah.
You're also jealous of Marty.
We are. Marty's got tons of action going on. You got women stalking him.
Oh, it's great.
Right.
Yeah.
None of your women, though, I hope. God.
Who, Crackhead Bob's?
Yeah, God.
Yeah, leave Crackhead Bob's women alone.
Crackhead Bob only has one woman. Let's not get carried away.
He's lucky to have any.
Yeah, what's wrong with her?
Which hand is that?
Oh, come on, man. What are you putting him down? Man?
I'm just playing. Jeez.
Bob will kick your ass.
I don't think
Right,
so.
Bob?
Okay. I'll do the accent.
What?
Right.
I'll do the accent.
Right.
I'll do the accent.
Detox, I think he's.
He's just relax now.
Oh, okay.
He's like an American in France. Nobody understands him.
Did you see in the paper that some mafia guys have been accused of doing just what Henry Hill says they do in Goodfellas?
What do?
They pay off jail guards so that they can have a cush time while they're locked up.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Of course.
Now, 11 guards at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn have been charged with providing members of the Colombo, Lucchese, and Gambino crime families, including John Gotti's heir apparent, with everything from pasta and pepperoni to marijuana and vodka.
No, those guys are paid so well, they turned down a bribe. Come on.
Another 9 defendants, including 2 reputed members of the Lucchese crime ring, a civilian NYPD employee, and her inmate son, were among those charged with bribery after an 18-month probe dubbed Operation Badfellas.
Imagine you make so little money that you could be bribed with like a sausage.
No,
They weren't cigarettes.
bribing the police, the correctional officers with sausages. They were bribing the officers
Money?
to get sausages.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What do you think they give them? Don't you think they give them just like a couple of sausages, part of the package of
No,
sausages?
they give them $100 or to $1,000, depending on what they're smuggling in.
Hey, those guys are having a great time. John Gotti saw Fifth Element before Robin. It's unbelievable.
They would get unmonitored use of computers and phones, be able to run their mob businesses from the jail. They were getting lots of perks.
Yeah. And lots of cheese and egg McMuffin and Pranish.
They say it was the mix of very powerful and wealthy inmates with low-paid guards that
I see.
created this perfect lure for corruption. But they act like this was a surprise.
Right. You can also get broads in prison, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they didn't say anything about the guys wanting broads, which I find.
What are you saying?
As well.
I'm gay?
They wanted sausages.
Anything else in the news, Robin?
Yes, the Jagermeister people are in trouble for touching the Jagerettes.
Just one Jaeger guy, right? The owner?
No, they say all the execs.
Oh, really?
Liquor company execs pinched and groped mini-skirted poster girls hired to push Jagermeister to frat boys, according to a lawsuit that has just been filed.
You got pictures of those Jaeger girls?
Right here.
Yeah, let me see that. They're pretty good looking, those Jaeger girls.
Every one of them. All different.
I would like to date them. Since they've already had foreplay from the Jaeger bosses.
The sexual harassment suit has been filed on behalf of 100 Jagerettes.
Look at that one. Hey, now. That one's not so good.
Yeah, they're all good.
That one's good, though. That one's good.
Even the head of the country, Sidney Frank, has been accused. He's accused of fondling and even forcing his tongue down the throats of sexy spokeswomen during appearances at bars and clubs.
And he's 76 years old. God, I guess it never ends. Right up until the time you die, you're horny for chicks.
The girls are required to attend dinners and other functions with the guy, Sidney Frank, and he would hug, tongue kiss, and fondle their breasts and buttocks.
You know.
He also offered them trips.
Hey, he was on Jaeger. What's he supposed to do?
Additional work in exchange for letting him grope them.
Jaeger knock you right out.
Appears he should have let the girls drink a little bit before he made his move.
Yeah, he made a mistake. Yeah. Well, a lot of these girls, it looks like they got a girl from every persuasion. Like they got a black chick. They got it looks like some kind of blonde-haired, Norwegian type chick, and then they got like a Jewish chick.
And an Arab.
Yeah, like an Arab-looking kind of chick. Right?
Yeah.
Like an Italian chick.
Smiley Irish girl.
Yeah, and then you got this old man in the middle with his Jaeger. And they're all holding Jaeger.
They're all smiling there.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see both his hands.
Right? They're in his lap. Did you notice? That's cool.
Yeah, women in California, Texas, Florida, Indiana, Massachusetts, South Carolina, Colorado, and New York were groped, hugged, kissed, and whatever by company employees. In response to complaints, the models were threatened with the loss of their jobs.
When's the last time you got laid, crackhead?
Yesterday.
Wow. Unbelievable. We met this guy. He was at the front of a line at one of my book signings. He's been camped out for 3 days because he had no life. Now he's making thousands in appearances, and he's got a girlfriend. Wow.
That's it.
Right. You're on a roll. You feel good about yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're happy you OD'd on crack. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Yeah. Well, you never would have been on this show.
No.
If you hadn't been on crack, so I guess it paid off.
Yeah. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, you're the king.
No, you're the
good to be the king, right?
That's it.
That's it.
Whatever happened to your buddy Hank?
Hank the Dwarf?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him.
Probably drunk in a gutter or something.
Marty got all jealous when we had Hank the Dwarf on.
I wasn't jealous at all.
Thought his place was being taken on the show.
No.
I think I was cheating on my bitch. Getting all jealous over Hank the Dwarf.
Oh, we'll never drop you.
Yeah. Well, we will if Hank comes back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hank's pretty funny. He runs around drunk in a Superman costume.
I'll drop him.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to see a little guy, sort of staggering and falling over.
You want to wrestle him, right?
I wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
You want to fight him? You want to box him?
Yeah.
I'm up for that.
I'm serious, man.
Well, if Hank the Dwarf wants to fight, we got a midget here who wants to fight you.
Come on.
You're putting out a call?
Marty's supposed to be a real good boxer. So, there you go. It's like a little bullet. What else? Anything, Robin?
Yes, I don't know what's happening in our schools. In the last couple of weeks, I've had a number of stories about teachers who have been charged with various kinds of sexual abuse of their students. And there's another one today. A Brooklyn junior high school teacher is accused of forcing a 13-year-old girl to perform oral sex.
Crackhead Bob all upset.
He was arrested yesterday more than a month after a janitor reported the incident to the principal. And now they're asking why the principal failed to act. It's the fourth sexual abuse incident to Rock City schools in 2 weeks.
Wow. Very sad.
A custodian caught the teacher and the student in the locked music room and immediately reported it to the principal, but nothing happened until May. After the janitor called the main office. He said that he tried to report it at school and get the teacher accused of something or reported, and nothing happened.
I think Hank the Dwarf would kick your ass, Marty. Because he's bigger than you.
Yeah.
Look at your reach. You got the reach of a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, these things don't seem to help you in sports with smaller people.
Yeah, that's true.
Also in the news, they now say Colorado prosecutors believe there's a real possibility that a mystery intruder and not the parents of John Benet Ramsey are responsible for her death.
Who's saying that?
Prosecutors in Colorado.
Really? They don't think the parents did it?
In court papers filed in Boulder seeking to keep investigation documents sealed, the district attorney's office said it had found no smoking gun in the 5-month-old case and was re-examining old leads. So they don't now think it was the parents, I guess.
Oh, man.
The Ramseys have consistently denied any involvement in their daughter's disappearance or the writing of the ransom note.
Oh, there you go. See?
There, all you people who had them convicted, maybe it ain't so.
That's right.
Police pulled the body of the man who had been stabbed from the Central Park Lake early today and arrested a 15-year-old boy and girl in connection with the killing. The victim is in his 40s. He was found floating in the lake around 3 in the morning by officers who responded to a 911 call. His throat had been slashed, and he had a number of stab wounds in the body. Investigators believe the stabbing was done by the boy in a dispute and that alcohol was involved.
Oh.
Cold. Makes you old and makes you stab people, I guess.
Yeah.
Anything else, Rob?
Finally, yesterday, Jay Leno was celebrating the 5th anniversary.
Were you on the show?
I don't think so. I think that was earlier in the week.
Oh.
He's been celebrating all week, apparently.
He's drunk with happiness. What a celebration. 5 years on TV.
Star-studded review. Guests included Senator Bob Dole, Magic Johnson, Cindy Crawford, who planted 5 kisses on Leno's cheek.
Really?
Mel Gibson, Jerry Seinfeld, and country singer Garth Brooks. Dole came on stage and jokingly chided Leno for all the jokes he has told about the retired Senate Majority Leader.
He's a real jokester now, Bob Dole.
Bob Dole could go on and on. But you've got an anniversary show to do, and probably going to show us some clips.
Yep.
Better hadn't been any Bob Dole jokes in those clips.
No. Yeah, he's a scream, that guy.
Everybody loves that.
Hey, I like him on these talk shows as long as he didn't become president. That's what I'm glad. I'd rather see him on.
He's funny now.
Yeah, now he's fine. Now he's got almost a personality.
And one of these days, you may not be able to get a test for Down syndrome before your baby is born.
Because to make it more fun, we're missing all those Down syndrome babies.
They say that the guy who created the test is demanding royalties.
Yeah, why not? He should get it. That's a cool test.
You know, that could discourage the labs from doing the test.
Oh, please. The guy deserves it. I mean, if you invent something as cool as figuring out if a baby's retarded before it comes out, why not get a little payoff? I mean, everybody else gets paid off. Why shouldn't that guy? And behind that guy.
As a result of that request, some labs say they might have to stop performing the test, which is used to determine the risk of a chromosomal defect known as Down syndrome. If so, that would mean many pregnant women would go without being screened for the defect.
Those babies are so cute. They smile all the time, you know. So we'll be seeing a lot more Down syndrome babies?
Well, they don't know yet. It's not a foregone conclusion.
Great. Potential listeners.
And yesterday, CBS not only had a shakeup at the top.
You know our ratings went down since they started doing that Down syndrome test? We used to have a big Down syndrome audience.
Was, proof positive.
Yeah. I like Down syndrome because we can hire them as drive-up clowns at the fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
But Your Honor. The hamburger.
French fry?
What?
French fry?
Sure, two. Two French fries. All right, be quiet.
That's horrible.
Of course it is. It's terrible.
Yeah, come on now.
That's Friday.
Anyway, I was just saying that there was a shakeup at the top of CBS, now putting the guy who runs the CBS radio division in charge of the CBS.
That's our friend, man. That's our man. That's our man, Mel.
And they announced their fall lineup, and it does not include Ted Danson.
Yeah, I told Mel, get rid of Ted Danson. God damn that guy, that bastard. He ain't funny. You know what Ted Danson has? China syndrome.
China syndrome.
It's like Down syndrome. I don't know. I think Ted Danson has Down syndrome.
Oh. Anyway, he's not in the fall lineup. That was a big disappointment.
Oh, yeah. The two people who watched it.
At CBS, no, because they paid a lot of money for that show.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Okay. So, here we are at the end of the week. It's Friday.
We made it through another one.
Yeah. Kinda.
Well, did you read about that accident on Lexington Avenue yesterday?
No.
This woman two cabs were careening down the road and sideswiped each other.
Yeah.
And then one of the cabs went careening out of control onto the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And it hit a couple of things and then hit this woman. And they say, she was lying there, and this doctor who had just sat down to lunch, he went running out. He found her lying on the ground and her leg lying a few feet away. Her leg was completely sliced off and lying on the street.
The hell is this?
I don't know.
I'm afraid I got something going on in the background. I'm trying to talk.
I'm sorry. I thought I had to
pot it down.
No, you don't have that part of it.
Oh, sorry.
He can't hear a thing, can he?
I was trying to hear your leg story, but I'm listening to Fred.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, but the woman's leg was lying away from her.
Oh,
it was
man.
completely sliced off.
2 cars collide.
Yeah, two cabs.
2 cabs.
Yeah.
Cars roll.
Then one runs off out of control and goes up on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Hits a couple of things, then hits this woman and is lying on top of her. People run out.
Oh,
they literally lift the cab off of her.
I see. Oh, I thought the woman was in the cab. No, she was outside the cab.
She was outside of the cab. She was a pedestrian.
They lift her off.
Lift the cab off the woman. Doctor runs over. He finds her lying here and her leg over there.
Oh. Wow.
Right on Lexington.
Were they able to reattach the leg? Sometimes they could do that.
I don't know. I was just reading the story. Paramedics picked the leg up and packed it in ice and rushed it to New York Hospital. Doctors were unable to reattach it.
Jeez.
Wow. 51-year-old.
Unable. Hey, speaking of freak things happening.
Yeah.
O.J. took to television last night. Now, first of all, he was on ESPN.
Yeah, I don't think that, and there was no announcement of this.
Yeah, and yesterday there was an announcement that he was going to be on TV.
Really?
I think.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I did.
If they did, it was so...
Yeah, it was really quiet.
Low-key.
Thank God.
No, I wouldn't be there. I missed it.
You wanted to be in the audience.
Well, I wanted to go see O.J. interviewed.
O.J. should be on the Jerry Springer show where people can actually beat him up.
And throw things.
Yeah, but, this guy really is so, obviously sick. He killed 2 people, but he's so out of it that he insists on going on TV and making a jerk out of himself. And he has no ability to shut up.
Somehow or other,
Really,
I think he thinks he's so persuasive that if he could just get to the people, he could convince everybody.
I know. I got a couple of clips.
Here's a couple more.
Oh, you got more? All right. We got a bunch of O.J. clips. This is O.J. from TV last night. Now, did this air, or this aired last night?
Wow.
Oh, live. Okay. All right. These are the best ones? Well, let's start out with the ones that are not so great, and we'll work into the best ones. All right. Do I need to explain these, or can we just listen? Let's just listen.
Well, let me see. Here, the first one is about the fights, the violence between he and Nicole.
Okay. And who's doing the interview?
I don't even know.
Right. Because who knows where's ESPN?
ESPN, for God's sake.
Like, I got satellite, I got about 20 ESPN. And I don't even know.
I got at least 2.
Yeah.
There was one time that her and I was physical with one another.
Her and I was physical with one another.
Yeah.
The grammar going right out the window.
We was wrestling.
One time, she has said it. She's told her best friends. She told her mother. One time, the only time it ever happened between her and I. And we both felt bad about it. We both did everything we could do to see that it would never happen again.
One time.
Things are getting a little violent there. I'd have been afraid if I was a reporter.
Count.
Yeah. One time.
One time.
You know what? After that one time, she learned her lesson.
I don't know. Where'd those pictures come from?
And he makes it seem like we were physical with one another. Like he keeps claiming that she was physical with him,
Yeah, they were
too.
like in a boxing ring or something.
I was an abused husband.
This guy's a professional athlete, a football player. I think he could take her out.
Yeah, she's a little frail.
We got physical. Imagine O.J. getting physical with you. I'm a guy and I'd be nervous.
Through.
Yeah.
I give.
What's he talk about here?
And the second one, he's talking about the raw deal he got in the civil case.
Okay.
They'll never understand how you can find someone liable of a crime when they were found not guilty, which is innocent in America. I hear these pundits always say he wasn't found innocent. Well, then how can you say that? No, because you're innocent until you're proven guilty.
Got a point there. Was found innocent.
No, he was found not guilty.
Right.
Yeah. That means I'm innocent.
And he says, he's still looking for the murderers.
Oh, he is.
And he says that he would like to even get his civil trial case reopened.
Really?
If he could get some more evidence. And he implies here that some of that evidence has to do with Ron Goldman.
Ooh.
The point is, there's many people out there been murdered. I've seen friends of Ron Goldman get their throats cut. They haven't found who did it. Who's looking for him? Friends of Ron's have been shot a year after he was murdered. Friends of Ron Goldman. You ever hear a guy named Cantor? You ever hear a guy named Michael Nick? These are people who were around him in
Michael who?
who've been murdered.
Ron Goldman's friends have all been murdered?
According to O.J.
It's like the Kennedy assassination. Oh, I get it. Oh, so he's saying Ron Goldman was the reason Nicole got killed.
That's right. She was hanging around with the wrong people.
A lot of people who knew Ron Goldman were killed. A lot of his business associates. Oh. Wow, that's an interesting tack.
See, this is something you hadn't thought of.
Yeah, you ever hear of a man named Michael Griffith? Did you hear that? He goes, you ever hear of a man named Michael Griffith?
Of course you haven't.
Have you ever heard of Cantor?
Cantor? What, you mean the Cantor who sings with the rabbi? That Cantor? I don't know. What are you talking about? You ain't the Cantor. Mr. Chain.
Point is, there's many, many people out here been murdered. I've seen friends of Ron Goldman get their throats cut. They haven't found who did it. Who's looking for them? You know, friends of Ron's have been shot a year after he was murdered. You know, friends of Ron Goldman. You ever hear a guy named Cantor? You ever hear a guy named Michael Nigg? These are people who are
Michael who?
Michael Nigg. Who've been murdered.
Michael Nigg?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Nigg. Michael Nigg. Right, Michael Nigger. And that's what they called me. A nigger. And that's why I'm blah, 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 blah.
Oh, he shot out of a cannon.
And that cop, he's racist. Let me talk to you, Albert. You ever hear Michael Nigg? Michael Nigg? Who's he?
I don't know.
And he got his throat slashed?
Either.
So all these guys had their throats slashed.
Either their throats slashed or they were shot.
Maybe OJ did those.
Yeah, maybe he's going around killing all the friends of Roscoe.
To make it look like, I don't know.
Anyway, here's OJ saying that the Esquire comments about what if he killed Nicole were taken out of context.
Yes.
When people use if, you know it's a hypothetical. You don't say this is a hypothetical. We preface things with if, and that's what I said.
Preface?
That's right. Many times.
Is that like teethus?
I learned that word from Michael Nigg. Oops.
Preface?
I've said it in campuses. I've said it to some real respected journalists who we've had conversations, and they threw out certain scenarios, and we've talked, and none of them felt that it was it warranted this type of attention.
Does he know that we know he's guilty? He's still trying.
Insisting.
I know.
And then he says he was merely speaking hypothetically.
I've said it to people, and then no one up to now has felt that it was an admission of anything. And I think, as you heard me say it then, if we were in a normal conversation, I don't think it would be something that you would have focused so much attention on.
I love my wife, and she loved me. You know what he said?
If I did kill her.
If I did kill her, I would have killed her because I loved her. And she was a woman who loved me so much, she was begging me to be back in my bed, to sleep with me. So why would I kill a woman who want to sleep with me? I don't understand. And then he goes, why did I kill her?
Man,
whoa.
What was I thinking?
Man, be a retard. God. That's OJ. He's back on TV, man. Why does he do this show? We'll give him a good grilling.
Yeah, he could finally prove that he was innocent if he came and did this show.
I just say, OJ, don't you know we know you did it? Their blood is all over the place.
All right, let's get real hypothetical. How'd you do it?
Yeah, let's get. If you were going to do it, how did you do it, and how'd you get back to the house so quick? And how would you jump over that fence behind Cato's little house there? You know?
When did you drop that glove?
Yeah, right. And what did you, hypothetically, if you killed her, what did you do with the clothing from that night? I mean, hypothetically.
And where's the weapon?
Because he is dying to tell somebody. See, we got to get him on the air. And we'll say, hey, come on, just tell us how you did it.
Let's go through it.
Come on, let's have some fun. Allison, you're on the air. We're talking breast implants now.
Hi.
All right, listen, we got to do the news.
Where the hell is that coming from?
We got to do the news.
Oh, by the way, black underwear, bro.
Yeah.
Black underwear.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a simple solution.
Will you have skid marks still?
I don't know. I've been wearing black underwear.
Ralph keeps buying me white underwear.
What is with Ralph? Does he want to see him?
I don't know.
It's like a Rorschach test to him or something like that.
I need black underwear.
He looks in there and sees.
No, because I have accidents almost every day in my pants because I don't know how to properly clean myself.
Shower?
No, I shower.
Always.
But I can't shower every minute of the day. No. After. But I'm not always home when I'm about to go.
You go away from the house?
I have to sometimes. Some days I'm like today. I won't be home till 6, 7 o'clock at night.
See, I don't know. I've got a nice routine.
I have a schedule. I used to have a schedule. When I got home around 2 o'clock, I'd go.
You go, night,
right? No, but now, that's it.
It's more couple cups of coffee, morning, go, rinse in the shower. Gotta rinse.
Really? Well, I would rinse if
underwear.
I could. Right.
What the? I'm listening. I'm going. You don't call me for advice anymore?
Oh,
I've
please.
always feared you.
I know black underwear. I can't get anybody to buy me in it.
Calvin Klein black. They're hard to find though.
They are. I'm telling you.
They've got a nice khaki color.
Yeah, but my stains show up. All right, Robin, let's go through the news. Come on. Dee, please. Now she waits for the music. I know. She likes it.
Well, I know if I start, it's going to come on anyway. Everybody's talking about Hurricane George.
George.
Hit Puerto Rico last night with 115-mile-per-hour winds. And, you know, it's gotten really ridiculous. The Weather Channel, as we said before, has this new thing where, you know, there's nothing to watch on the Weather Channel.
Right.
But when there's a big storm like this,
George.
they actually send people to the eye of the storm and then show you them being beat to death by the wind.
Really weird.
They are actually disappointed when a storm peters out.
Yes, absolutely.
It's clearly
the only way they get ratings.
When there's nothing going on, you know, oh, this is a real disappointment. No maiming, no death, no destruction.
And they have all these lame reporters, because you're a reporter for the Weather Channel. So they send them, like, to the middle of the hurricane, and they just have them stand there and be blown away.
The best one was the time I saw the woman who had tied herself to the railing of a hotel.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
So she could get whipped by the wind as it was coming through. But I tuned into them last night, and apparently they won't send you to a foreign country for that. So they just had people talking about the storm in Puerto Rico. But now the local stations, since we have such a huge Puerto Rican population here, the local stations send people to Puerto Rico to stand in the rain.
Really?
Yeah, Channel 7 had sent that M.J. Burkett, I think his name is.
I was wondering why they send people to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know what the Weather Channel should do if they wanted to get big ratings?
What?
They should, like, hire really skinny people so they'll blow away on camera.
I think that's why that woman had tied herself down.
I know. They didn't want that. They want to see her smack against some rocks and see her head bleed. That'd be cool. I'm here in the middle of Hurricane George.
They're doing anything. This one woman, I heard her on the news this morning, she's standing in a room with a candle.
Yeah.
Flickering because there's no electricity. She says, well, I still have water. You know, it's like, how bad can it get? I still have water. There's no lights. I'm standing here with a candle, but the phone's working.
Yeah, imagine
there's no lights, but the television camera's working perfectly.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah, that's really good. And imagine you're standing there and you die doing a report for the Weather Channel. Right. Like, I mean, you know, okay, one thing to do it for CBS News or NBC or something, but the Weather Channel?
My point is, the authorities in the area are saying, get out. And the Weather Channel's sending people in.
Well, it's important that we see the weather as it's happening.
So anyway, this was not a disappointing hurricane. 5 deaths have been attributed to Hurricane George in Puerto Rico. There are landslides and all kinds of things going on. They say total devastation. You know, like the houses there aren't really substantially built. So.
No. Gee, what a shock.
A lot of things are
in Puerto Rico?
A lot of things are just
the center of the world's architectural community?
Well, it's really sad listening to the newscast because, you know, they say, oh, yes, all of these people, everything they own is gone.
$7 worth of damage.
No.
Like they had a home yesterday. It's gone.
You see the lady on the Weather Channel getting hit by a flying cardboard house.
It really is like Oz over there because the house does blow away.
Yeah. There's no foundation. It's like a house.
Oh. But that's the sad thing is when you hear they say everything they own is gone.
But the music keeps playing.
This music is in the wind.
And
it goes on 24 hours a day.
They'll say to you, there are very few safe places here today.
All of Puerto Rico is gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Catastrophic. Congas have flown all over the place.
You ever go on a Caribbean vacation and they play this 24 hours a day?
You get up and like you can enjoy it.
Steel drums are worse.
I hear steel drums and I head for the hills.
Oh, man.
And this is usually going on under your hotel room window.
7,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane George has been devastating. Puerto Rico is officially gone. But the music plays on, and our cameras work. All right.
About 20,000 people are in shelters. 659,000 are without electricity. 733,000 are without water.
$7 worth of debt.
I have 3 houses.
Yes. In Antigua, the roads were ripped ripped off of hundreds of homes and businesses. Heavy damage and flooding along the south coast towns of Old Road, Crab Hill, and Erlands.
79,000 Puerto Rican people say the shelters are nicer than their previous homes and refuse to leave.
The island's main marinas are damaged, and government-built homes in Cedar Grove Gardens split open because of the wind.
Oh.
So there you have it. More devastation in Guadeloupe, St. Kitts.
Stay away from Bayville.
Anguilla, and the British Virgin Islands were also hit.
British Virgin Islands?
Yes, because they're U.S. Virgin Islands and British Virgin Islands.
I don't even know that.
All the vacation hotspots are going down the tubes.
And
I don't even go anywhere.
Hit.
I don't care.
The Dominican Republic is beginning to feel the effects of Hurricane George.
Who cares?
After heavy winds and rains pummeled Puerto Rico, hurricane conditions are spreading over the eastern portion of the Dominican Republic. They had downgraded George to a tropical storm, but apparently once it got over the water, it must have picked up steam once again.
This is sad.
It is. What category hurricane is it?
It was a Category 3.
I was in Florida when Hurricane Andrew hit. I was down there.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was insane. Destroyed my atrium.
Your atrium got broken?
Totally. We had a little pool.
Oh, how sad.
It was really
Forecasters
we couldn't use the pool for like
a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, what are you doing in Florida if you don't have a pool?
Shelter too.
Right. Went to a shelter pool.
we had to use the public pool.
Right, it was awful.
It was awful.
Forecasters are urging people in southern Florida to keep a sharp eye on George's path. It could threaten the southeastern United States in the next few days.
Oh.
At about 8 this morning, the storm was about 80 miles east of San Domingo in the Dominican Republic.
Hey, protect my CD collection. All my wacky tapes. T-shirts in the attic. Put the T-shirts in the attic in plastic bags. You don't want the water table to rise too high. Or I Stumped Jackie the Joke Man T-shirts have to be put in the attic quickly so they don't get wet. And all of my mugs with my name on them. Take the mugs and put them downstairs. Right. They're washable.
When did I become Regis, Fred?
Oh, the work of my new album, God!
My computer has all my dirty jokes. Where's the archives? Start the generator. We must keep the phone lines out. Put the jokes on microfiche and send them. Quickly!
Microfiche.
We must protect all 3 homes.
Batten down the hatches.
Dig a trench. Oh, I have so much. My empire.
Sandbag, Nancy. Save the beach.
I have to go work for Howard. You did the sandbags. Be done when I get home.
All right.
Pull in the jetty.
Time.
You know that worthless hunk of wood I have in the water? Pull it in.
Hey. Now you're going to pull.
Where's my Heineken kayak?
Take it easy, D. I'll review your movie.
See, D, you got to be a diplomat.
Get the joke files on the kayak. We got to get out of here.
Airlift them. Airlift them out now. Take them to a safe house in the Midwest. Microfiche.
Microfiche. You know, the first time I heard about microfiche, I said, isn't it microfish? Microfiche.
When did it become fiche?
It is microfiche. No, it's microfiche.
What was microfilm?
Microfilm
no such thing. Microfiche are those things that you roll through in the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's microfiche. You didn't know that?
I was going to call it microfilm.
No, microfiche. Fiche.
So that's what it's like when the hurricane hits Bayville.
All right. Good name for a band, Microfiche. I have fiche in my basement.
In a fiche tank. It's a small tank. It's a microfiche tank.
All right, what else is in the news,
That
Robin?
news hit the sports world yesterday with the announcement of the death of Florence Griffith Joyner.
Blowjob!
That's right.
Damn.
She was a 3-time
Doesn't that flip you out that she's
Gold
dead?
medal winner in the 1988 Olympics.
Because she's so...
And powerful. I mean, she looks
10
so
years
healthy.
later. This is just 10 years later after that incredible Olympics. She's dead.
Has anybody seen her recently?
Yeah, I saw her.
Was she still in good shape?
Yeah. But Robin says this was just a rumor that she had been on steroids all her, career.
Well, that was the rumor because she was so fast.
Yeah. And so maybe that's what did in her heart, because she had an attack a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
On a plane.
And they told her it could happen again. Apparently it did. 38 years old.
Apparently.
Well, there has to be an autopsy for sure to make sure it's the same thing, Dee.
Oh, her husband found her in bed and could recognize that she was dead.
Well, yeah, he got up at something in the morning and actually made that 911 call when he couldn't arouse her.
I heard the Clinton tape was too much for her.
Arouse her? That's disgusting.
Yeah. And maybe that's why I can't arouse my wife. She's dead.
The mirror under her nose.
Sexually, you silly.
Gee, usually she reacts.
Usually she moves a little. Do you think he was like rolling over and trying to make love to her?
Oh, that's what I can picture.
Like, Flojo, I would love to touch your beautiful nails and body. She was the one with the long nails, those big curly nails. Yeah, I have some morning wood. Excuse me, Flojo.
I would love to.
Honey, don't blow me off like this.
Hard to get.
Oh, well. Yeah, her husband tried to wake her at 6:54 Pacific time yesterday and got no response.
Depending on how your marriage is, when you get that no response thing, you could either be celebrating or ready to kill yourself. I'm free.
They say it was an apparent seizure. She had one a couple of years ago, according to a pal, and the doctors said it could happen again.
Yeah.
In New York, President Clinton said, America and the world has lost one of its greatest Olympians. We were dazzled by her speed, humbled by her talent, and captivated by her style.
I would have loved to have put a cigar in her most intimate of places.
When he says captivated, you can really believe him.
Yeah, she had a beautiful physique. I would love to meet with her alone.
Well, she was on the President's Council on Physical Fitness.
Oh.
She had been appointed by him.
That's right. I had to meet with her many times alone.
Show me how to pass the baton.
Yes.
Got one right here.
So anyway, as you said, there were rumors abounding that she was on steroids and she dropped out after the Olympics, never ran another major race.
Right.
And some people thought then that she stopped running because she couldn't have dealt with the year-round drug testing.
Indeed.
That was then implemented. So there you go. 38 years old, Flojo dies, leaving behind a 7-year-old daughter.
I'm 50. All right. I hope I live.
Gives you their sense of mortality.
President Clinton?
I write this song for you. Oh,
you moron.
You're a moron.
Hillary.
Live from the WNBC Women's National Republican Club here on 51st Street. Dear Bill Clinton, I must ask you publicly to resign.
Hope this tape doesn't have any AIDS.
Presidency. While I am awaiting, I am not appreciating your attitude above the law, abusing democracy.
I'm not
appreciating. He jams all those words in there.
Let him get to Hillary.
All right.
So pack your bags and don't forget the now ex-First Lady Hillary.
Big hook.
Ouch. You are a moron. And I hope you with that letter.
All right.
You know what, Howard?
What?
We should dance to that tomorrow.
You know what? After the Goo Goo Dolls leave, we'll put that on and dance in our sailor outfits. I hope we have sailor hats, too.
Yeah, you got to have those nice caps.
It's not a sailor outfit without the hat.
Yeah. I want to be wearing the hat.
Well, anyway, yesterday we all got to see the president's videotaped grand jury testimony. It was a lot of equivocating and arguing about the meaning of words. Well, it depends on what you mean by is. It depends on what you mean by alone. It depends on what you mean by sex.
Right.
But the president contends that he did not lie in the Paula Jones deposition. It was a rather embarrassing tape, but it didn't have the fireworks that had been promised. So it turned out to be anticlimactic and maybe will work in the president's favor. Latest poll results show his approval rating going up.
Wow. That is wild.
Amazing.
Didn't they say he was going to...
I could see if it stayed the same, but now it's going up.
Well, they said the president was profane. He stalked out of the room. He was angry.
He lost control,
Clinton,
right?
We never saw
so they're
before.
thinking like he handled himself well, considering...
Absolutely. When you're looking for...
4 hours, right?
And they said it was very interesting that all of these allegations were coming out about his conduct during the tape, and the White House was very smart not to deny them, so that people would be pleasantly surprised that he handled it.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, the White House being congratulated on the way they're handling this latest crisis.
Robin?
What?
I'm having second thoughts about our gay dance party.
Why?
I'm just getting nervous that it's so close.
Hey, you're going to be dressed.
I know.
What are you worried about?
Dancing with Jackie in a thong. Because Jackie says to me during the commercial, what if I get aroused? And I'm like, well, are you putting me on? He goes, no, you know.
I'm a virile young man.
Oh, please.
Wouldn't that be a compliment?
I mean, but you know, I really don't want him getting aroused.
That's kind of a compliment. Who wants that kind of compliment?
He goes, I'm not gay. He goes, but I'm nearly naked. I sometimes get aroused.
Just the idea.
I'm doing myself when I wake up. I'm taking no chance.
He says, yeah, he's gonna play with himself in the morning.
I think that's a real compliment to you. You can turn him on.
I guess when I'm in a uniform, I look a lot better.
Men in uniforms.
Yeah, it does something for Jackie.
New hairdo.
All right, Robin.
I say that we give him the acid test and have him dance with KC.
Oh, that'll draw. Hey, Casey, you getting a sailor? Casey should be in a thong, too.
Yeah, he should be in a thong.
Yeah.
And we should see him dance with Jackie because
Can
guys
in thongs dance with each other?
Sure, why not?
I thought if we were going to mimic the movie Philadelphia, it's guys in sailor suits, and I guess guys in thongs dance with each other in the morning.
Sailor-suited guys can dance together, two thong guys can dance together.
Yeah.
Getting aroused now.
All right, let's take a break and finish the news.
All right, we'll come back and listen to a little bit of the president.
Yeah, that's what I can do. Hey, yo, this is Dollars and Cents Entertainment, Bushwick Bill, kicking it with my partner Howard Stearns, letting you know what time it is. And I'm going to kick a little freestyle about Howard to show you how crazy he is. I'm Bushwick Bill, straight from the street. When I roll around in my Jeep, I listen to Howard Stearns on the radio. I watched his movie Private Part. He stepped into a tub with his clothes on, told his wife he wouldn't cheat, but she found his wet underwear under the seat. Now, who says Howard is not a pimp? When he kicks it on the radio and lets you know he ain't no simp. He talks his mind and lets you know what time it is. He keeps it real. This is Bushwick Bill letting you know the deal. Peace. Every now and then I stop to think about my life, wondering if it's even worth the stress and trying to strive. All I ever do is get high every day. Even my girl, then I sleep the rest of the day.
We're back with a really attractive man whose look is mangled by television. Howard Stern.
This was truly a great song. What happened to this band?
I don't know what happened to the band.
I think their second album bombed.
This isn't Smashing Pumpkins?
No.
Oh.
Hum. They were
That's
really
what happened
good.
to Hum.
I'm telling you, they were good.
Yeah, they came in and performed this song. I loved it.
And I was like, well, what happened to these guys? They can't come up with another good song? I know it's hard, man. I mean, nobody knows the rock business better than you. It's a tough business, but...
The record companies burn them out these days.
Is that what happens?
They just put out one album. They just milk it dry. It sells millions of copies, and they go
Well, why can't you write another album? And I guess it's very difficult.
Well, I just don't think... And I think that also, the way things are today, people just lose interest really fast in a lot of these bands.
That's very sad. I'm so sad. Dee Snider's here. Dee Snider, Strangeland.
Man, this is fun.
You're having a good time.
I always have a good time here.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, we've done this
we have a good time
for
having
years, and it's just...
It's fun.
It's like hanging out with your friends and just laughing and stuff, you know.
A lot of pain involved.
I know. I'm not trying to belittle your job.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
We were ripping on Jackie a few moments ago and doing the whole Bayville flood thing.
Yeah.
Dee spit out water. He was laughing so hard he spit
Hey, speaking of spitting out water,
all over the place.
Clinton during his deposition, every minute, you see the whole ritual he had going there?
With the water.
The water, the sodas, the juice.
Yeah.
He was sweating, too.
Yeah, it was wild. He's sweating, he's drinking. It was like a workout tape. And then he's getting up to pee.
What's going on here? Because he kept gulping down fluid.
I need to go to use the facilities.
Could we have a break? I need to go to the restroom.
Monica's waiting for him in there.
Yeah, servicing him during the deposition.
What was really really funny to me was seeing the president have to do ordinary things like go to the bathroom.
We didn't think he was human.
Yeah. You never see him doing stuff like that. So anyway, that was interesting. And it was interesting. They saying that was Coca-Cola he was drinking.
What a great ad.
I thought to myself, not Diet Coke?
It was a Diet Coke, actually.
In the paper, they say it was Coca-Cola.
They lie.
All right. Well, you can't believe everything you read. They prove it once again. So anyway, let's go through whatever tape we have of Clinton on the hot seat yesterday.
Okay.
Starts from 1 and goes on.
Let me hear what he had to say. Oh, he's drinking. I think because he's so hoarse, he's got to drink a lot.
Here he denies lying under oath. Number 1, please.
Okay.
I had intimate contact with her that was inappropriate. I do not believe any of the contacts I had with her violated the definition I was given. Therefore, I believe I did not do anything but testify truthfully on these matters.
He figures he can have sex with a girl and it still wasn't sex.
Yeah. I like that he doesn't know what sex is.
And here Clinton redefines his idea of what sexual relations are.
Did you engage in sexual relations?
No.
Under the definition with Monica Lewinsky?
But, Mr. Weisberg, I have said all along that I would say what I thought it meant, and you can infer that I didn't.
What did he just say? Listen, Mr. President, if a girl puts her lips on your intimate area, do you think that's sex?
Are you having sex with her under the definition?
Under any definition. Under your own definition.
On Mars.
No, I would say the girl is having sex. I don't see how I am.
I'm just saying that.
I'm just happen to have my thing in there.
Who was it who said, and why is he doing it?
Yeah, why is he doing it?
It's not any fun for him.
Yeah, I'm not having a real good time here, but this girl needed it bad.
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
She looked hungry.
I'm the president of all people.
This is an unusual question, but it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope, all right.
It sure is.
You nailed down.
That is wild.
And Clinton says here that oral sex is not sexual relations, okay?
He actually says that.
Yeah.
Well, I've been telling my wife that.
You should start a club.
Oral sex performed on the deponent under this definition is not sexual relations. It is not covered by this definition.
I guess we forgot to put that in.
Deponent.
Help yourself. Help yourself, young lady. And this is not sexual gratification for me.
Drink from my cup.
Yeah. If you need this so bad that it's going to make your day, I'll help you. Oh, he's got to be
fortunate I came by.
It is wild. I mean, he has no problem lying.
None.
Even I'd have problems saying that in a deposition.
We should have known from I didn't inhale that this was the way we were going.
Unbelievable.
Here we are with one of those moments where President Clinton even seemed remorseful.
I really am remorseful.
I'm real sad.
Sad.
One of the things that paralyzes a country is when the rhetoric...
This might not be it. Wait.
Number 4. We're going in order.
Yeah, I might have gone to the wrong one. Hold on. They got stuck together with some DNA.
Did I want, if I could, to avoid talking about Monica Lewinsky? Yes, I'd give anything in the world not to be here talking about it. I'd give anything in the world not to have to admit what I've had to admit today.
Is my zipper open?
And he denied again and again that he perjured himself when he was deposed for the Paula Jones case, when he says he did not have sex with Monica Lewinsky. Number 5.
I'm trying to be honest with you, and it hurts me. And I'm trying to tell you the truth about what happened between Miss Lewinsky and me. But that does not change the fact that the real reason they were zeroing in on anybody was to try to get any person in there, no matter how uninvolved with Paula Jones, no matter how uninvolved with sexual harassment, so they could hurt me politically.
And he's right, and he gave them ammunition. Knowing that they were looking for him, he still had an affair with a young intern.
We had this whole discussion, off the air. I said, see, he's the president. He's famous. So he's got to find a chick that's willing to just come into the Oval Office and give him oral sex real quick and then split.
She says she gave him oral sex before they ever even had a real conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Now,
that's amazing.
It's a very difficult, because most girls, even the sluttiest chicks, make you, work it a little bit.
You got to talk to him.
You got to talk to him or something. So she's a rare find for a guy like him. Because people say to me, well, why couldn't he, just resist? No. He's the president. He just can't pick up any old chippy. So you find a girl who's willing to just give you oral sex, willy-nilly like that, that's a find.
In practically a hallway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus,
it's not even pleasant.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable.
Plus, it's got to be
not even romantic.
Right, and it's got to be a girl who has an excuse for being in there with you.
Yeah.
She's a friggin' gold mine. That's a good girl.
And that's exactly what he said yesterday.
Right.
He said she was a good girl. In fact, he said she was a good woman with a good mind. And a good heart.
Everything.
But he knew that she'd talk once the affair was over. So
he knew
what is this, a death wish on his part?
Yes, it was.
Anyway, here he is flaring up a little bit. This is as much of a flare-up as you would get.
I want this to come out? No. Was I embarrassed about it? Yes. Did I ask her to lie about it? No. Did I believe there could be a truthful affidavit? Absolutely. Now, that's all I know to say about this. I will continue to answer your questions as best I can.
Pretty cool.
The two words that I really that I got out of this were affidavit and deponent.
Deponent.
Was that like an opponent?
No, it's deponent.
Deponent.
Deponent and
deponent is the bad in this deal.
But, the deponent is the guy who's being deposed.
Oh.
And the affidavit is what you get after you're deposed.
Wasn't he deposing there, though? Was it a deposition?
That was grand jury testimony, not a deposition.
But didn't he refer to it as he was at one point as being deposed right there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're way too into this.
I thought you didn't watch much of this. Didn't you? Seem to know way too
well,
much.
you've got it down to like little bits. It's a good.
Suddenly, D is Larry King.
Meanwhile, what was the reaction from Democrats and Republicans on the Hill?
Right.
Here is Senate Minority Leader Tom Daschle. He says that they regret the rush to release the video.
I think they chose the wrong day to do it.
Yeah, not on Rosh Hashanah.
Didn't have to do it today. The president is making a major foreign policy address. This is a very important Jewish holiday.
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Well, it's unfortunate that it happened.
Well,
I mean, come on.
All the Jewish senators objected. He objected strenuously.
Well, a bunch of rabbis came out and made a speech saying that they were against the release of the tapes on Rosh Hashanah. What that has to do with Rosh Hashanah, I don't know. Why couldn't you celebrate your holiday? What you got to leave temple and go watch the president on TV?
They had to miss it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's taking away from the holiday. These guys are nuts.
This Republican from Florida, Charles Kennedy, I saw him on the all over the tube yesterday. He was carrying around and explaining the Monica Lewinsky testimony that they released yesterday, and he seemed to be very proud of it, as if he had written it himself. He was showing the table of contents. He was talking about all of the sex stuff that was detailed in it. And then he said, and of course, there were some things we struck and we wouldn't tell for purposes of security and to protect the innocent. But we had to, because the president continues to deny having sex with Monica Lewinsky. We had to release this information. So anyway, he sits on the House Judiciary Committee. Here he is.
There is clearly a lot of evidence that points in the direction that the president lied under oath in his testimony before the grand jury and in his deposition, and that he obstructed justice. But I think we need to reserve our ultimate judgment on those matters until we see all of the relevant evidence.
And that's what most of the Republicans were saying yesterday. They weren't going to say whether this tape made them feel that the president was guilty of perjury or not. They still want to see everything. They simply say it was a sad day for the country. The head of New York City's parking meter collections is being charged with stealing $3,600 in quarters.
Me and Fred are playing Jackie Ping Pong.
City officials say Kenneth Ginter was arrested Saturday while cashing in hundreds of dollars worth of quarters at a wall-bound supermarket in Forest Hills.
How'd they catch me?
The 40-year-old cantor has been suspended without pay. Officials say he supervises 160-meter agents, and he's responsible for about $70 million a year collected from the 65,000 parking meters. I guess the district attorney out there in Queens says he skimmed hundreds of quarters and then cashed them in at a Coinstar machine and supermarkets in Forest Hills and Ozone Park.
She just keeps going. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Robin's a professional. Dan Rather couldn't do this.
Straight face.
What else is in the news, Rob?
Vive la bus and la train. That could be the rallying cry in France today, where 35 cities are blocking off areas from traffic. It's called Day Without Cars.
Vive la Day Without Cars.
And it's the brainstorm of environmentalists.
Robin's like a newscaster on the Weather Channel. The hurricane's going on. She just keeps going.
But that's what you have to do.
That's what you got to do. You have to get out of here.
Professional! I get through every story each tape.
Anything else, Robin?
Christian Slater is going to take a role on Broadway. He's going to take over the role of the son of a jazz musician in the play Sideman. They say he has something to prove after spending 90 days in jail and a number of months in rehab.
She should come in here in a sailor's outfit.
And finally, Conan.
That'll prove something.
That'll prove anything. All right, yes, Conan.
The Conan Show has been on for 5 years, and so everybody's talking to the people who are involved here. Andy Richter was asked about Conan's temper tantrums. It was alleged that he throws them by Entertainment Weekly.
He's done that a couple of times. In that article, they only mentioned once, but...
he's done it more than once.
He's thrown some fits. I mean, he's had reason to. He's done he's gone through some telephones, I think, after some difficult conversations, an emphatic hanging up might have broken the phone.
Everybody's so funny.
Yeah.
This is some brouhaha.
I see that in the newspaper, Elizabeth Taylor has emerged once again from seclusion. This time she's a blonde. And may I say congratulations to the Larry Kings. They are expecting a child. And that's what's happening.
Thanks, Robin.